Welcome to Inside Success. Inside Success magazine is a global digital platform that offers great exposure to various entrepreneurs, businessmen, and organizations worldwide. It showcases business journeys and various aspects of real life business instances through its various interviews, profiles, and showcases. Today we have Mr. Kapil Aundhekar, Director and Founder of UG Infotech, who has been a technical expert since more than 2 decades. He specializes in project management, SAP implementation, and cross-functional team management. He has been driving the organization with a vision to offer business efficiency solutions and to empower the industry. Along with Mr. Kapil, we have Mr. Pavan Aundhekar, who is the Director for Sales and HR, who has been the driving force in implementing the solutions and guiding the teams. He specializes in SAP B1, SAP implementation, and SME consulting. So, to begin with the interview, please brief us about your professional journey and how do you take it forward with the early inspirations?
Yeah. First of all, thanks Kedar to inviting us to Insights. So my journey started as a company in 2012. We started this company as a Guru Infosolutions. It was a proprietary company. So what made me to start this company, because I was working in different companies in different verticals. I found that SME, that is the backbone of Indian economy. So most of 80% of market is comprised by SMEs, and these SMEs actually don't have the right solution till that time. It was not having proper solution when it comes to software and ERPs, because even SMEs have a lot of complexities in their operations. Sometimes they are far more complex than even a large enterprises. So that gap was definitely there, and SAP B1 in 2007 they came into India. I found this product very suitable for SMEs because there are basically two reasons. One is it's very reliable, it's very robust, scalable, and most importantly, it is very cost effective. And SMEs wanted to have this kind of proper solution wherein they can use this kind of reliable product and scale up their business. So these two passions, one passion is my SMEs, because I've been working with many SME, mostly family owned businesses and everything. So I have closely seen this kind of culture, how they work, and that was one of my passion. Another passion is business one, because this meets their needs requirement when they are in a path of growth. So these two inspired me to start this company to bridge this gap in the market. And we started this as a Guru Infosolutions 2012. It was earlier as a proprietary company, and in 2020 we made it as an LLP, UG Infotech LLP. So we are catering to all manufacturing trading companies with our expert solutions on different ERPs. SAP business is one of it's a major focus. So that is how we started, and we are growing now still growing today.
Excellent. UG Infotech has emerged as a reliable partner of SAP B1. Can you tell us about the guiding philosophy about UG Infotech coming to this level of success?
So as a UG Infotech LLP, we follow principles and values like mainly customer oriented. Whatever customer they are facing problems, we need to be on toes when it comes to support and services. That is the most difficult task, and it's a very painful area when it comes to IT or service industries, to provide a consistent, better and prompt services to all of your customers. So that is one of the very important thing. And all our team mates, I mean starting with myself, I always see to that customer requirements are fulfilled, whatever their aspirations when they took decision to go on SAP Business One, they should be fulfilled. So we evolve and revolve around these customer only. So that is one of the very important principle we work when it comes to UG Infotech. And apart from that, I really admire honesty and sincerity. These are the values which cannot be trained or skilled for that. It has to come along with you. So I feel my teammates be like me. So I am honest, I am sincere towards my work, my company, my customers. Similarly, my teammates all follow also my steps.
The guiding philosophies that we have at UG Infotech is how we can drive the SME growth in the country, because this is the growth engines of economy. All anywhere in the world, SMEs contribute a lot, but they do not have the high-tech latest solutions. So our guiding philosophy also is to drive SME growth and give them proper solution, optimize, make them introduce to the latest techniques in the business so that they can optimize on their profits also.
Excellent. The SAP solutions market is evolving rapidly. How do you guide and take UG Infotech in implementing SAP modules and connecting to the competitive market?
So the business landscape and the requirements of the customers are always changing. So you have to be very well acquainted with the requirements, needs of the changing market, especially our customers, and you have to upgrade your knowledge. So in UG Infotech, we have a continuous training and development programs going on. And for the market disruptions, we have new products coming in on top of SAP Business One. Like we are having the different kind of add-ons, QC add-ons, subcontracting add-on, and ours is one of the only few partners who are also providing the industrial IoT solutions integrated with SAP Business One. Plus, we also provide the next generation hyper automation like robotic process automation, which helps with the large scale data entry automated in an automated way. That saves a lot of cost and time for our clients. So we are actually ahead of the market when it comes to the latest technology in collaboration with SAP Business One.
Leadership is one of the important factors in the success of organizations. As far as the UG Infotech success story is concerned, how do you implement the leadership approach and team building activities in the company?
When it comes to leadership, we have leaders in everyone. I see leaders in everyone. So we at UG Infotech, we foster culture of openness, trust, and just like a buddy. So even me, I'm the founder and director, but I'm always open for communication, to talk with my teammates and understand what they are exactly want to say, communicated, and it's a very open way. So I don't keep any walls between me and my team. Same culture is being followed by my teammates also. So as a team leaders in my team, they have a different set of teams, technical team, functional teams. So they also encourage this kind of openness, the friendliness. The environment is very friendly when it comes to in our company culture. Me and my other two partners also, they are very open for communications, and we also provide learning and training sessions to develop inside leaders also. Within team also we develop leaders.
SAP solutions are implemented for business efficiency and they head towards customer satisfaction. How do you achieve this in your process of implementation?
So in any SAP implementation, any business when it is going for SAP implementation, it's a transformational journey for them. And it is very crucial that the implementation is done in a proper way, in a systematic, methodical manner, so that it is successful. So we at UG Infotech have a very well-defined implementation methodology where we go phase-wise implementation and ensure that there is no gap in the implementation, that every step, every process is covered properly and migrated successfully into SAP Business One. Our process has also been recognized by third parties, and that is why recently we have got the CIO verified certificate from a third party company, which kind of evaluates and accredits the IT company based on their methodology and the project management skills. So we have got the CIO verified certificates also. It's a third party validation which helps our client to understand and trust that we will do the implementation in the correct way. And we also follow the 5-step, 5 phases methodology, which is called as SAP methodology for implementation. Thereby we ensure that all the projects are successfully completed on time.
Great. Thank you. UG Infotech has achieved considerable success since its inception. It speaks volumes about your working methodology, your principles adopted, and your team building or team guiding techniques. How do you find your commitment to excellence that is driving the growth of UG Infotech? Successful, it is growing, and then how does it correlate with the company's commitment to excellence?
Excellence and commitment. We have a lot of success stories with our customers. We had a customer like he was challenged, which had a lot of challenges with fragmented operational things. So something was there in one system, other production was in other system. So we gave them a proper integrated solution wherein he improved his operational efficiency almost 60%. And regarding even the GST compliance and these things, actually they had a lot of penalties they used to pay, in hefty penalties they used to pay. But after implementation of SAP Business One, that penalties were reduced to almost zero. So compliance was made on a very timely manner. So there was no penalties during these kind of compliances. And in-house we had developed a lot of customized add-ons like quality control, job work, e-invoicing, e-way bill. These kind of solutions which are not inbuilt in SAP Business One, but we as a partner we develop this solution specific to our customers. So we always keep on giving this kind of customized solutions, some add-on solutions to customer to meet their requirements.
Fine. The employees form an important aspect of every company, a cornerstone of their success. Their contributions are valuable. How do you take care of the employees in implementing the various programs for growth, skill development, and optimizing their contributions?
So it is said that you are as good as your team, and if your team is up to the mark, then nothing can stop you. So we really value our team members. We don't even consider them as employees. We consider them as our extended family. There are a lot of programs for the employees for their upskillment and training and development. There are activities that we do for employees at UG Infotech. It is not just everything about work and skill development. We believe in fun and enjoyment also. So a lot of activities we conduct for our team members. We have a good mix of very senior, middle level, as well as very fresh kind of employees in the team members that we have. So we really have a very dynamic team which can take on any kind of challenges, and continuously the improvement of the skill set is developed with the formal education, formal training programs also, and it is ongoing education also, like a buddy system or team leader, that kind of thing. And other than the technical trainings, the other program like team building exercises and fun enjoyment activities are also done at UG Infotech. Our team is like very motivated and energetic to take care of our clients. Most of our clients are interacting mostly with our team members because they are so comfortable with our team members, and the team members get back to them immediately and provide them proper solutions. So they are quite happy working with our team.
So prompt customer service is what defines your employees.
Yes, absolutely. Our employees are always on, team members are always on toes. Whenever there is an issue from the client, somebody will immediately attend to it. So our client is never left unattended. That much I can assure.
Prompt response and
Prompt response. Resolution also.
As a responsible SAP partner, you might have faced various challenges. Can you give some instances about your team's resilience and their ingenuity, how it has triumphed over the adversities?
For this, I really want to share one of my customers' experience. Actually, it was in a pandemic scenario, and this order we had closed in 2018, somewhere in March, and immediately after that, the COVID was declared and pandemic situation was declared. So supply chain was totally different. I mean, staggered. Everything was to be handled remotely only. I mean, we could not go travel to the customer. Generally, what we do when do implementation, but in even that adverse situation, the customer wanted to have SAP B1 go live in the same period also. So me and my team was very enthusiastic, and we took it as a challenge, and even remotely almost for 2 to 3 months we did the entire implementation through Google Meets, remote meetings, and the entire configuration, the implementation, the trainings, everything was handled remotely. And at the end of the day, we even in the pandemic we made it a successful go live. That is a really big achievement for my team and me, to that we could deliver the customer. His expectation was to make the successful go live even in the pandemic situation, and we did it successfully. That was a great achievement for my team.
Wonderful. The COVID-19 pandemic had disrupted the entire world economy. People struggled to work and implement the solutions. How have you and your team implemented the tasks in hand, and what is your strategy now to handle such similar adversity?
For now, customers instead of going on-premise server, we have suggested to on a cloud-based. So everything is cloudly managed. Server, their infrastructure, the firewalls, everything is set up cloudly, remotely. So even if there are in disruption on physically on client side or anywhere in the area, region, or even the country, so everything will be can be managed remotely. The team has been built up with the skill sets to manage this kind of situation. That earlier, as I told you, that even in pandemic situation, we did the successful go live implementation of the customer, just because all this kind of backup and situation handling training and everything was done by our team. So we can definitely handle this kind of emergencies or difficult situation also.
This improves the customer reliability also, that whenever they require, they get it on time and sometimes before time as well.
Yes, surely.
As SAP implementation goes beyond the physical realm, what are the SAP variants or what are the SAP implementing techniques that touch the data security or system vulnerabilities and the seamless implementation of processes?
So basically now the things have become much easier to implement because of the data centers and the cloud solution that are available with SAP Business One also and across also. Now what we are doing at UG Infotech, that we recommend the clients to go for the cloud hosting solutions for SAP Business One, which are the servers hosted at the state of the art data centers with full firewalls, cyber security, antiviruses, all these measures are there. That is why all our client data is 100% protected with complete guarantee, and throughout uptime is there across the functions. So customer's system will not crash. It doesn't happen that customer server is getting down or that, because nowadays data center solutions, cloud solutions are their way to go. And I think this protect the client interest also, with ensuring smooth operation of this.
Yeah, in extension to Pavan's what he has given, I would like to quote one of our customers' example. So they had a very terrible malware attack when they were on SAP Business One. The project was go live since almost more than 10 years, but still some at a situation, difficult situation, they had faced the malware attack. So that server was on premise, but in that situation on server everything was getting crashed step by step. Initially MS Office files were crashed, then their webmail server was crashed, but still SAP Business was working and still operational. Their entire data, their plants were operational in SAP Business One. So that is the kind of structure SAP B1 has provided. It's very robust. Even after the malware attack, SAP was still working. And this, once these customers face this kind of difficult situation, we suggested them to go on a cloud, because even though it was very difficult situation, we don't want to take any chances on that. So we migrated that customer from on-premise to cloud. So from then, since then, there are no instance of such kind of any malware attacks or any emergencies in that particular customer.
So we can consider that this is one of the prominent USPs of SAP B1.
Yes, it was still working operational in even that malware attack.
With the evolving technologies, what would be your advice to the budding aspirants who wish to enter the SAP implementation market?
Generation and aspirants, I would definitely tell them, be committed to your learning, be sincere, follow your values and principles. We in all our Indian family cultures, we all follow these principles and values: sincerity, honesty, commitment. So this is required, and over and above that, you should be keep on learning new things, evolve yourself, motivate yourself, and stay surrounded by good mentors who will guide you, who will inspire you to do whatever your dreams are there. Never fall back on your dreams. You keep on dreaming and pursue your dreams. That is why I would like to tell them, because only dreams will drive that person to achieve it. So keep on dreaming.
True. UG Infotech is expanding in its geographical territories. So how do we look at UG's perspective in targeting the organizations in evolving markets of US and Japan?
There are a large number of companies either using SAP Business One in US and Japan, or they would want to implement SAP Business One in US or in Japan. So our expertise of such a wide experience of implementing SAP B1 in India, in SME culture, particularly in manufacturing segment, particularly for US, could be a great advantage, because we've come with an experience of manufacturing segment. We have implemented it, and definitely it will be much more cost effective for the US companies to get SAP B1 implemented, or any SAP solution implemented through UG Infotech, because we are based out of India, and there could be a lot of cost effectiveness without compromising on the value of our services. That is one thing. Earlier we had also worked with one of the clients in US, and we could provide a solution to that company with their local partner. US based partner could not provide at a much less price. So we continued our association with that company for 1 year. We provided a lot of other support also. Coming to Japan, there are many companies in Japan who are on SAP, but they are using the older version of SAP, that is ECC, and that will be going out of support in next couple of years. So Japan company definitely should look to migrate from SAP ECC to SAP latest version, and UG Infotech can help with that kind of migration. We already have a presence in Japan through collaboration, and we will be more than happy to help Japanese companies to migrate from older SAP to the latest SAP Business One or SAP Grow or Rise, as the case may be. Definitely we can add a lot of value there.
How do you identify the Japanese market or the potential of Japanese market, as Japan already has their systems in place like Kanban, Kaizen, or TQM?
Yes.
When they are already set with some systems, how can SAP create an impact in Japanese market?
Most of the Japanese systems, they are having a very high level of process driven techniques like TQM. You said about Kaizen, but these all systems requires a software solution also to implement, because ultimately an ERP is a way of collecting data and interpreting the data.
Correct.
So that is where SAP comes into picture. How best the reports can be generated through this data, which will help them to drive the quality standard that they are looking at. That is where SAP contributes a lot to maintaining a clear, accurate data, real-time data, so that the management can implement Kaizen, TQM, and drive the data points. If you want to improve quality, you should know what is the status of quality right now. So that can only happen through numbers. That is where SAP will provide those accurate numbers in the real time, and growth and the change can be driven through that. That is where it will contribute.
The fact that you have entered US market
Yes.
and you have given competitive pricing or
Yes.
your values, and you have gained customers in that market, is a big thing that is commendable about UG Infotech, because entering a new market
Yeah.
and countering the already present SAP partners is a big thing itself.
Yes.
So your team should be perfect with technical know-how and
Yes.
should be well versed with how to implement it from the perspective of the customer. So considering the geography, considering their business and their uh, business environment, it is a great achievement I can say about UG Infotech that it has entered new market of US and is expanding in the implementation of SAP.
Yes, absolutely.
That was I mean, it was a very fantastic experience to have a different geographical, cultural implementations. So different culture, different people, but still we could make it. We could do a connect with them also and do the project successfully delivered for them.
So we can consider that UG Infotech is a growing or is already a grown-up MNC in
Yes.
SAP implementation market.
Yes, yes.
I like that word, MNC. That's a good one.
Because SAP Business One is something that is already existing.
Correct.
It is omnipresent. But how we connect with the customers, how we offer them the solutions
Yes.
is the USP of
USP.
UG Infotech.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfectly said.
Looking at the future, what is your vision for UG Infotech and what do you aspire to create a lasting impact in the SAP industry?
So our vision is to become a globally trusted partner as a tech solution company. So anywhere in India or global, whatever SMEs they have any problems, we for each and every SME we have different kind of solutions. So we have array of products like we have SAP Business One ERP, we have customized ERP, web-based application, mobile apps, we have HRMS, we have CRM. So I want each and every SME globally to get benefited out of us with our expert solutions, our prompt services, trusted, time-tested solutions, and implemented successfully. We have a lot many success stories. So we want each and every SMEs to be to get some solutions out from us and be benefited, and would like to contribute in their growth.
Thank you so much, Kapil and Pavan, for being with us. It has been a very lively and interactive session to know about the company, and it is a very different and unique sector for people to know and benefit from SAP implementation. Thank you so much for this guidance and the insights that you have provided to us. We look forward to be associated with you in the future as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Pleasure is ours.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.